Dr. Christy NS. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, where motion is lotion. If you sit or stand a lot during the day, this video is really going to help open up all the way from head to toe those areas that get stuck and tight. Not only that, help your posture and help your pain from head to toe as well. Because I slept definitely pretty funky, I know I need to get a little blood flow going, especially in my neck. So before I do any movement, I'm going to take right through my neck and even a little bit through the chest today. It was only my left side, so that's where I'm focusing on. So if you guys feel tight anywhere, make sure you do a little bit of this first as well, and let's get started. All right, start with some arm circles, or shoulder circles really, backwards. Remember, we're trying to open up. We're also forward. We're not even gonna go into those forward circles today. We're gonna do one more like this. Then I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see me. I'm gonna turn my palms open and then very gently squeeze my shoulder blades together and then come back. So it's a gentle open, squeeze those shoulder blades down and back. Again, even just turning those palms helps open everything up. This is a great one, just this single exercise even to do throughout the day, one of my favorites. And I am gonna do one more like this. Awesome. And I'm going to bring my arms all the way up overhead. It's okay if yours don't want to do that yet, they don't have to. And I'm going to take one arm back and add that little bit of rotation. So stretching through the shoulder, the spine, and the chest. If it feels good for you, you can even lean back a little bit. See how your body feels. Let that head follow only if it feels okay. We're going to get 3 to each side for this one. Even my waist is opening up here as I do this one. And we're going to get one more to each side. I'm going to try to look up a little bit. Oh, that's much better than it was earlier today. So getting all neck range of motion if we can as well. You may notice that your arms will go up a little bit further as we go too. Okay, from here, if it feels comfortable again for you, I'm going to clasp those elbows behind my head. I'm even going to give a little bit of lift to that head as I open those elbows up and just extend back a little. So this actually gives a little bit of traction to that neck, which gets so smushed and tightened down when we sit or stand. So there's 2. I'm going to get 3, 4. Notice I am not able right now to open my elbows up all the way, and that's okay. Remember, you always want to listen to your body on how much you should be moving. We're going to go into a nice little side bend. So I'm going to take this right arm and really reach down as this left arm reaches over, and I'm actually going to open up this way, right? Open up that whole front body and come back down. So reach down, reach over, open up. Oh my gosh, yeah, it does feel really good today. So again, 3 on each side. I just spit a little, sorry. I'm so excited. 3 on each side today as we go. So here we go again. Good, other side. Open. And I actually am going to do one more on each side just because this feels like exactly what my body needs. So, of course, you guys at home, if there's something that it feels like you really need to do, you go ahead and do it. It's okay to do less of something and more of something else if it feels like the right thing to do. Persistent and consistent is key here with everything. Clasping those arms behind you if you can. I'm going to go a little bit wider, shift my hips back. And if this is all you've got in you today, that's okay. If you can go further, you're going to let yourself have a forward fold and then let those arms come up and towards the floor. Again, if it doesn't feel good for you to do all that movement, that's okay. Shifting those hips back, keeping a flat back. I'm coming all the way back up, and then I'm actually going to extend back a little bit. So we're going to do 3 like that. There's 2. Really getting into the spine, the chest. If you can't get those hands behind your back, just try to extend a little bit here to open up that chest. And that was the last one. One more standing one, and then we're going on to our mat or bed. So you're going to take one leg behind you. you're going to tuck that tailbone and push that hip forward to get that hip flexor, which really gets tight and affects everything. And then if it feels comfortable, you're going to take that opposite arm. And again, we're adding now a little bit of a variation on that side bend. And then squeeze that elbow down into your side. So we're getting those shoulder blade muscles working. So 3 on each side. There's 2. And you can always take the arm part out if it doesn't feel good. Tuck, squeeze. And that's 3. And then the other side. So step it back, reach it across. Oh, so good. Step it together as you squeeze that elbow down. I don't know why I had this opposite arm there. You do whatever you want with that arm. Maybe it just felt good for me at the time, I guess. 2, I do try to listen to my body also. Not always. I'm getting better at that. And last one. Awesome. And now we're going to go down onto the mat. All right, we are in a quadruped or hands and knees position. And again, feel free to do this in the bed if it doesn't feel good to get down onto the ground. But we're going right into that traditional yoga cat-cow. So take a nice breath in, inhale, squeeze those shoulder blades, arch that spine. And then exhale, press that mat away and round. And from here, I'm going to keep that rounding. I'm going to press right back to my heels, which really gets all that fascia connection in the back to be a little bit more mobile. One of my favorites. I've got my toes up right now because I'm a little crampy and I don't want them to cramp as I go. Feel free to put your toes down though, if that feels better for you. I shattered my ankle quite a long time ago, and the whole foot and ankle do some quite funky things. Go, we're going to actually do 5 of these just because it feels so darn good. And you're only rounding and arching as far as you can to your comfort level. That's 4, and then we have 1 more like this. And feel free, if it does not feel good to be in this position, that's why we did those first exercises standing so that you got a lot of opening just from that. Okay, another traditional yoga one, the thread the needle. I'm going to change it up just a touch, and you guys can too. I'll show you a modification if need be, but you're going to bring that hand behind the head, open up that elbow, right, towards the sky, and then tuck that elbow towards that wrist, right? So the traditional, right, would be to extend that arm and then all the way through. And you can choose whichever one version feels best to you. For me today, this is what we're doing. This is what I'm doing. So that's 2. We're just going to do 3. And 3. And then switch sides. We're going to do 1 exercise in a sideline position. So again, I'm going to go elbow behind the head, hand behind the head, dip down and rotate. There's 1. 2. Again, remember you can extend that arm and slide through. This gets the back of the shoulder a little bit more too. And that's 3. Okay, lying on our side. Best you can with this one. You can have something to support your head too if you need to. We're going to take that top leg and you're going to cross it over. I'm quite tight, so this should be interesting today. You want to try to hold that top knee down, bring that top arm up, and then you're going to rotate away without letting that hip go down. Now, normally I can get my arm to the ground. That is not happening today, and that's okay. Again, listen to your body and what it's telling you in the moment. There's never one right way to do really anything, and how you feel is more important than the exact dynamic of it. Just 3, and actually that's a little better. And then we're going to switch to the other side and we will be done and feeling better. Here we go. So you can keep the bottom leg bent or straight, whatever is comfortable for you. So holding that down, bringing that opposite arm up. This side I think might actually be worse. And then we're rotating. We'll only let the head follow if it feels okay. You can bring that arm all the way across or just back to the ceiling too. There's 2. Don't forget the breathing. Don't hold your breath. 1 more to go. And 3. Nice job.